What's up guys, it's Bebe. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my Project Glow recap. I know this is not very favorable timing wise and that you guys all definitely want to hear about EDC instead, but I was literally gone basically all of May after Project Glow and I had no time to film this, no time to outline it whatsoever. So we're gonna be going a little bit out of order with my videos right now. We never debriefed Project Glow and I want to debrief Project Glow. If you guys saw the vlogs, I hope you enjoyed them. Again, it was like my first vlogs back in almost a year. So it felt really good and I had so much fun. Genuinely, we had a fucking blast and it was kind of a last minute send. By the way, sorry if I sound congested. I have horrible allergies this time of year. We had so much fucking fun. It was just such a nice, like, chill festival, close to New York-ish. You know, ends early every night. We got to see a bunch of friends. We got to see Aid, who flew in for it, which was awesome. And we just had such a good group together. And the music was fire. The vibes were good all around. I don't know. We just had a blast. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed those videos and I want to get into this recap and just talk about my weekend and how it went. And so let's just get into it. I always do the same categories for my recaps. If you guys are wanting to hear different things, let me know. I've considered turning these into kind of story times, if you will. But I don't know, I feel like I have the vlog so you kind of see how the weekend went anyway. So I don't know if that's redundant just to sit down and talk about what I've already recorded and edited and posted. I don't know, whatever. Let me know. Always open to feedback. But first category is always weather. So of course it wouldn't be Project Glow if there wasn't at least a little bit of rain. This has happened every year now. And it's just the way that the weather is in April in the Northeast. But the first day was of course rainy. It was also a little bit chillier, but me personally, I prefer chillier weather at festivals over hot ass fucking weather. Maybe that's just me. Cast your votes down below, but I would prefer to be a little more bundled up in a hoodie looking cute, okay, than sweating my balls off and borderline fainting in the crowd. Personal preference. So the first day, obviously the rain sucked, but manageable, not the end of the world. Get to dance in the rain, it is what it is. And the second day was definitely hotter, especially when you were in the sun. It was hot. Once the sun started to go down, we were able to kind of, you know, vibe out a little bit more. But yeah, it was definitely a toasty one on day 2. So, you know, it is what it is. You just have to plan accordingly. Like, I literally didn't finalize my outfits until I got there. I brought options for the second day and decided I wanted to wear one thing over the other because the weather, you know what I mean? Like, you just have to plan accordingly for this festival. I was laughing because one of my biggest tips for this festival is to bring a fucking rain poncho, even if there's not rain on the forecast. And guess who didn't take her own advice? This one right here. In terms of transportation, we did Ubers every day. This time was a little bit different. So I went to the first Project Glow. I didn't go last year and then I returned this year. So this year for me, and I don't know how different it is or was from the year before, but the layout was much different from when I went in 2022. And this time for Uber drop off and rideshare drop off and pick up specifically, there was an area that was not even a little bit, kind of far from the festival entrance. And like, I don't know, it's hard to explain if you haven't been, but they just like switched up where the entrance is versus where we entered when we went in 2022. And the rideshare lot was also a little bit of a walks away from that. So we had to walk a bit to get to the entrance, but it is what it is. We get those steps in, okay? And in terms of getting an Uber home each night, we struggled to get one the first night just because I don't think we called one until we were like out of the festival grounds and walking that way. And a lot of them were canceling. So by the time, you know, we thought we had one and then he canceled, at that point the festival's over. Like, we left early to be able to get an Uber, and because they canceled so much, by the time that we thought we were this close, like, they were literally pulling up to the festival and then they canceled. So that was fucking great. And by that point the festival was over and everyone's outside trying to call an Uber. So it was a little bit of a shit show the first night. But the second night, you know, we got it down a little bit. And the way that rideshare works for this particular festival, and I think I talked about this before, is that it's set up very in an organized fashion. I'll give it to INSOMNIAC. They have coordinators walking around telling you what to do. At this point, he just joins for every video. Hi, what do you need? I see you. You're validated. I know, I love you, but I have to film a video. Is that okay? Do you want to lay down? Can you lay? Lay. Good boy. Oh, you're such a smudge. You guys, I can't. Also, yes, I sit on the floor to film my videos, but can we just, he's all snuggled up against me. I can't, you guys. No, you're okay. The tripod is not gonna hurt you. Sorry if you can hear him heavy breathing, panting. I don't know what to do anymore. So the second night we kind of strategized and called one, or scheduled. Did we schedule one or did we call one like while we were still in the festival grounds? I don't remember, but it was way easier. And at that point, you know, like I said, they have coordinators kind of running the parking lot, if you will, the rideshare lot, and there's different lanes. And when your driver's getting close, you have to tell them, you tell them what number, or the driver tells you what number lane they're in, and then you go and you have to show someone on staff your driver telling you which lane you're in, or else they don't let you out of like the little waiting area, which was a little weird, but I get it. They don't want people to like get hit by cars or cause traffic. It all makes so much sense. But obviously we learned from the last night, it was a shit show to like turn into the lot, and to come from the main road was not that bad. So we just kind of told our driver as they were coming up the main road before they turned into the lot, we were like, just wait there and we will come to you. And we kind of snuck around the person who was coordinating traffic, sorry in advance, and we just beelined it for the road. And we weren't walking like through a main road, like we were walking on the grass on the side. It was fine. It was not a safety risk, but we were like, we cannot wait for this car to turn. It's too much. So we went and met them on the main road, and they were so nice, thank God. So that was all good and dandy. Ubers, you know, like I said, it's a struggle. It's easier to take the subway for sure. Let's move on to vibes. I don't know what it is about Project Glow, but I have always felt great vibes at this festival. Everyone is just very kind. Everyone is very chill. This festival is also huge, if you didn't know, for the LGBTQ community, which is huge in DC. All of the girls, gays and theys, he, she's and theys are out at this festival, and I fucking love it because you'll never feel so safe in a crowd, honestly. And everyone's so nice and just partying it up, and it's a good time, and there's great vibes everywhere. And I don't know, everyone is just very nice. I also got to meet a ton of subscribers, so if anyone came up and said hello and chatted with me, thank you. I appreciate it so much, and I always love talking to you guys. So that was fucking awesome. And also in general, it was so not crowded at this festival, and it's kind of a thing right now across the board that ticket sales are down because of the economy and all that wonderful stuff. So sales everywhere are just not doing great, but for this festival in particular, it was crazy, you guys. At main stage there was so much room for every set. Granted, we went, when we were in GA, we went around the whole GA crowd and up the left side, and there was so much fucking room on the left side. Obviously, if you're in like the middle going back, yeah, it's crowded as fuck, but we never do that because everyone just bottlenecks the crowd. It's just dumb. Like, just go up the side. I promise you still get a great view. But it's especially the second day, like the main stage, that crowd was fucking empty all the way up through the closing sets. And I don't know, it was just so interesting. I mean, it was a fucking vibe. We had so much room to dance, but it was very eerie, like looking around and seeing how kind of empty it was. But so much room to dance and just have fun, and we had a blast. But that was definitely something very interesting this year. Okay, vendors. Some food lines were a little ridiculous, I have to say. We just kept going back both days to this in VIP. There was like an Asian food vendor. They had like bao buns, dumplings, etc, etc. There was basically never a line for that, and it was fucking delicious. So we did that. But yeah, some lines got really long, and the prices, the standard level of outrageous for a festival. It's like unbelievable how expensive things are. In terms of security, I mentioned this in the vlog, but I had the craziest pat down of my life on one of the days. Now, the security guard did ask me in advance, and it was a woman. She was like, I'm gonna pat you down, is that okay? And I was like, yeah. She went in, okay? She was grabbing me in all kinds of places, and I was like, ma'am, I literally don't have any, I'm not sneaking anything in. All I have is 2 lip glosses and a dream. When I say I don't bring anything to festivals anymore, I'm so dead ass. I bring my camera, which I didn't even bring in for EDC Vegas. I just used my phone. But camera, phone, lip balm, a mini hairbrush, gum. So when I'm getting this pat down, I'm just like, oh my god, she's gonna pat down and feel like my rubber duck in my pocket. Listen, it makes me feel safe knowing that now, okay, no one's bringing any weapons in. But it was fucking crazy. But she did ask for consent, so we love that. Production and layout. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't love this layout as much as the one that I experienced in 2022. And if you went to both, cast your votes below on that as well. It made sense to me why they did it, I guess. It just was kind of like there was in fact sound bleed between the two main stages. I'll put the map up here so you can see if you didn't go or don't know what I'm talking about, but it was one VIP section for those two stages. So you would go in, and then depending on what set you want to go to, you just go to the right side of VIP or the left side. And yeah, it was pretty spaced out, but like there was really sound bleed unless you went in all the way to like close, basically the rail of the VIP versus GA section. Anything closer to the middle from that and you were gonna hear the other stage. So that was kind of annoying. It is what it is, and it was kind of nice to just have VIP in one place and you could go back and forth instead of having to walk from one stage to another, you know what I mean? But there was in fact sound bleed. Overall though, it could be worse, and I liked that they upgraded the third stage. The last time I went to Glow, the third stage was just an art car, and now it's an actual stage, a small one but still a stage, so that was cool. But overall, I don't know, the new layout made sense, I guess, because they probably expanded the festival a bit in terms of attendees, but I don't know, it wasn't, the sound bleed was a little annoying, but also funny because we don't really give a fuck. Like, we've been going to festivals for a decade, so we don't really care if we hear some music in the background. I don't know, like, we were just making it funny. It is what it is, but not my favorite layout, to be honest. Okay, the lineup. The lineup was very, very house driven this year. Didn't have a whole lot of genre variety overall. But we had an awesome time, and obviously so many favorite artists. Elenium, Lene, Tin Liquor, who else did we see? Vanessa, It's Murph was really cool. Overall, really good music, really good sets. Oh, Knock 2 was really good as well. And we were having a grand old time. Elderbrook was really good too. There was a lot of melodic, deep, progressive house, which I loved. Like, the first day was so much Anjuna. It was fucking awesome. So awesome lineup all around. I just hope next year there's a little bit more genre diversity. Last category was VIP worth it, because I did have VIP for this festival. I honestly don't know if I can say that VIP was worth it for this one. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The viewing sections are always nice, of course, because you get out of the packed crowd. But like I said, again, you could kind of dodge the packed crowd. But you, again, really had to get all the way into the depths of VIP to not hear the sound bleed, because of the setup. And biggest complaint about VIP, the lines for the bathrooms. There were absolutely not enough trailers for the amount of people that bought VIP, and the lines were atrocious. And when you gotta pee, you gotta pee, okay? Like, us girlies know. And girls take so long in the bathroom. I get it. Sorry, you can hear Buford sighing. He's over it too. Us girls, we like to kiki in the ladies' room. I know, okay, but sometimes girls just take, and the outfits take so long to take off to go to the bathroom. Like, oh my god. So the lines would get so long, particularly for the girls ones, and to the point where, like, we went to the bathroom at, I don't know, probably like 4 or 5 p.m. Probably like 5 p.m. okay, so it's starting to get like peak busy hours in the festival because it ends at 11. Did it end at 11 or did it end at 12? I think it was 11. Anyway, at one point we went to the bathroom, and I'm not shitting you, I probably waited like 30 minutes in total, which is not okay for a restroom. And we were so over it that later in the night, when both Aid and Emma had to use the restroom at the same time, Emma went to the VIP once, Aid went all the way out of VIP to the back of GA of the festival, used the porta potty, came all the way back into VIP, bought a drink at the VIP bar, and by the time she made it back to me, Emma still was not back. Just to put into perspective, okay? It was way too long of a wait and not enough trailers for the amount of people, so that was really annoying. Obviously, I will never complain about having VIP. I'm more so, I address this section because it's like, I want to let you guys know who are considering purchasing it if it is worth the money. I did not purchase the wristband, but if you are going to, I don't really know if I would buy VIP. I don't know. It's also, not gonna lie, it was, and I think this was part of the problem that contributed to the whole restroom traffic, if you will. It was really easy to sneak wristbands over to people to then come into VIP because they weren't scanning them. A lot of Insomniac festivals, they scan your wristband at, like at EDC Vegas, you gotta scan that shit because they don't let just anyone sneak in with anyone's wristband on. But at Glow, they weren't scanning, they were just checking quickly as you walked in. And of course, you have the rails to VIP that are shared with GA, and if you go all the way in the back, it's really easy for someone to just hand over their wristband and that person comes around and comes into VIP. So with all that being said, I think that also added to the problem of the crowdedness at certain amenities inside VIP. But at the end of the day, like if that's what your whole group is doing, you also want to do VIP. That's the only thing that sucks at festivals, is when like a majority of us will have it and then like 3 or 4 people don't. It's like we want to watch a set all together, you know? So I don't know, to each their own. I think if, you know, it's just you and someone else and you want to do VIP, go for it. Probably worth the money. I'm sure they will improve the bathroom situation for next year because it was really bad. Up to your comfort level. I personally am not into the porta potty life anymore. I can't do it, guys. I've paid my dues, okay? I have earned my right to use bathroom trailers. Please, I cannot do the porta potty life anymore. That's my spill on VIP. That's my spill on Project Glow in general. If you went, would love to know your experience down below. Again, if you haven't checked out the vlogs yet, definitely check them out. I will link them up here. And of course, subscribe if you're new. I make so many videos on dance music and my festivals that I go to and my experiences. Again, I will have the EDC recap and hotel camp video coming soon. And our next festival, you guys, is Tomorrowland. I can't even, it's next month. I'm going to Europe next month. I'm going to Tomorrowland next month. Oh my god, I'm sweating. I'm so excited I could scream from the rooftop. So I cannot wait to be back. I'm gonna kiss the ground of my homeland. Not to be dramatic, but I'm so excited. I will have more videos coming on Tomorrowland, and of course I will be vlogging. So again, subscribe if you're new to stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for EDC content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.